Welcome, Scorpio, to your mid-month love reading for August. Thank you for tuning in. This reading is all about your love relationships with your partners, your family, your friends, your work colleagues. It covers all relationships, but most importantly, it covers the relationship that you have with yourself as well. Now, this is a general reading, Scorpio, so take what resonates with you. But your overall energy for the month is very significant. You have the Hangman here. And this card talks about when it shows up in regards to love and relationships. This is talking about a powerful change. That is coming in for you. And it's almost like this is a card of illumination. It's a card of waiting. You're in a place now where you are waiting for things to change and to take place. And this is on all relationships. And in a way, this card can make you feel a little bit uneasy because you can't really control events from the position of the Hangman. And you can't control people. And, but you are still enjoying being in this position in a way because you know that there is this, it's almost like there's this newness. You are in this place where you're kind of uncertain about where you are going with things, but you know that something is happening, something is changing, and this is very enticing and very it feels wonderful for you really at the moment. Now, if you look at the imagery, it kind of looks like this person is hanging upside down, but it looks like a chrysalis, what a butterfly goes into, what a caterpillar goes into just before they emerge as that butterfly. And I feel that this is kind of the energy that is surrounding Scorpios over the month of August. You know there's a change coming. You kind of are feeling stuck and like things aren't moving. Excuse me. But when that chrysalis opens, you know that you are going to be coming out and flourishing in a beautiful new world, in a beautiful new way as well, Scorpio. The Hangman just talks about looking at things from a different perspective as well. And you really, and I feel like you're going to be doing that. You're going to be actually feeling like this is the way you saw something in the past. You're not going to worry about that anymore. You can't control a situation. You're actually going to change the way you look at it. That's the way you're going to control the situation. And I feel like you will be able to really rise beyond your old lifestyle in a way, your old self, and you are being reborn here. That's what the energy of the Hangman is talking about. Now, if you are single, I feel like for some of you, you potentially could be meeting someone that actually does turn your world upside down a little bit here. And, everything about this person that you meet is kind of going to puzzle you a little bit. But you know that this person is going to be an important person in your life. You kind of have that feeling. You're very intuitive. So if this person comes into your life, you know they're an important person. And, there's tenderness between you. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone that fills your dreams and your thoughts. And, this person is going to be someone there might also even be something a little bit unreal about this person. Um, Maybe like they're too good to be true kind of feeling. Um, but there's someone that you are going to connect with deeply. Now, this could be someone that is in the healing professions. They could be working in hospitals, nurses, have something to do with healing. Could even be paramedics. They could be someone who is just some sort of healing art as well. They could also be spiritual healers. They could be very spiritually in tune as well here. But they are like they're interested in they're very interested in the world of illusion as well. So they might be into film. They could be an actress. They could be a photographer, someone filming kind of things. So that these are just some of the professions that could be this person that you are meeting. But whatever their work is, they really have a rich inner life, and they tentatively share it with you. They're very let's say they're very sensitive. So never try to dominate this person if they do come into your life, or force a decision on them, or if you do, you might push this person away. So just be really careful, because they are quite sensitive about the way they look at the world and the way they see things. So just tread softly there if this is someone new in your life. Now, if those of you that are in a relationship, this might represent a new experience, a new way of looking at your relationship as well. You've got this feeling, if you are in a relationship with someone, you've got this feeling that you are fated, that you are meant to be with this person. You are connected spiritually, and there's this sort of transcendent love that is over the both of you. It's you've got the ability to see what's real, and everything else just kind of dissolves away here. And it's very romantic, and it's almost got this luminous, a light kind of quality about this relationship. It's very special, Scorpio, so you should enjoy this if you are in an existing relationship. Because it is, I feel like if you are in a relationship, there is going to be lots of romance and this deep spiritual connection over the next few weeks. It's lovely. And you're both at this point, I feel, where your life is changing. You are in this place where you've been kind of hanging, waiting, evolving, and now you are emerging from that chrysalis. You are looking at things from a different perspective, and things are changing. And however exquisite your love is, I feel like, it's going to demand, a change in a way to move on. Now, that's interesting, you've got moving on. So I feel for a lot of you, that is exactly what's happening. Now, you could be moving on from a cycle that, if you are, like I mentioned, if you are in an existing relationship, you are in a cycle and you are moving on to that next stage. And this can talk about things like, now you've decided to get married, now you've decided to have a baby, now you've decided to move in together. It's that kind of, you're closing the door on one phase and you're moving on. Now, often, change is necessary, and you need to change and evolve in all relationships. Nothing can be stagnant and be successful. So I feel like there is change coming in here, and if if you don't evolve, this energy of the hangman, which can be illuminating and wonderful, is going to become stagnant. And I feel like you realize and recognize that. So you are moving on. Now, if you're not in a relationship and you have this pain from the past that has been holding you and not allowing you to move forward, this is the month where it's happening. You are looking at things differently. You are moving on from that. And as painful as it might be, you are still, you're happy to do it in a way. You're happy to make that sacrifice and put up with that little bit of pain or discomfort by walking away to the new life that is ahead of you. And this, as I said, this is whether you are in a relationship or not. For some, you might actually be moving on from a relationship. You might be asking yourself some deep questions. Does your relationship sustain you? Does it have substance? Does it bring you joy? And some of those answers might be no. So for some, I can see this is an ending of a relationship where you are walking away. But it's going to be nurturing for you. I mean, if you look at the card right beneath that, the nurturing card, and I feel like you are doing this because you want to nurture yourself. You are putting yourself first, Scorpio, and you need to do this. Now, for some of you, this can involve nurturing is the card of the Empress in a traditional deck, and you could be having a baby, absolutely, with someone that you were in a relationship. As I said, you are moving on. From, this can have something to do with mother issues as well. So if you have an issue with your mum, you may be moving on with any of that kind of stuff with your mother type issues. But the nurture card, I feel for a lot of you, there is a new relationship here for some. This is beautiful, and this is the birth of something. And if it's not the birth of a real baby, it's the birth of a creative project with someone or something. And this is the birth of a new love. And you've got the coming together card there. What more? This is like the Two of Cups. And this is kind of the card that talks about harmony and romance and healing and commitment. In a traditional deck, the Two of Cups often talks about your twin soul. And your twin soul is more than just a soulmate. Your twin soul is your exact half. Your souls were created at the same time by God, and they went out into the world, and sometimes you never find your twin soul in every lifetime. And I feel like this talks about coming together with your twin soul here. That can be for some, it's a general reading here. But this is, as I said, this is a card of partnership, a card of harmony. It talks about new romance. And if you're already in a relationship, this card is even a deepening of an existing relationship. There is that nurturing. You are moving on from a phase of your relationship, your life together, and you are nurturing it and moving on to a new level. But for those of you that are not, as I said, wow, it talks about taking love to this next level. So if you've just met someone, you're just friends, you could be moving on to, dating, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of status. It's that next step. And it's a time to make, you need to really kind of be asking yourself, is it time to make a greater commitment in any of your relationships? Have you been holding back? These are the kind of, you'll find maybe now that your partner is kind of ready to commit more fully to the relationship. And so often there can be a marriage here when you get the coming together card. But this is also a card of healing, of people coming together in a spirit of love and forgiveness. So, you know, if you're not in any relationship and you're not really interested, this can be just your friends, your work colleagues, you're working stuff out and you are, you know, forgiving and loving in your relationships with all other people as well. And you know, if you've had any misunderstandings or disputes taking place between you, there's this healing energy that comes from that coming together card. And it's a time to bring back, it's a time when harmony is kind of coming back to all of your relationships. And, you know, as I said, if there's conflict, there's going to be a truce there. And it's like it's starting over, a fresh start. So I hope that resonated, Scorpio. That definitely all seemed to connect and link in with me, but you are the one that's getting read for. So I hope these messages resonated, and I hope to see you next month as well. Bye.